How you guys doing? This is Monkey Cool, and today I am your host for this video, as I am going to tell you a story of a young man named Joel Samuel himself, the Knife Warrior.
Running for my magic. Gorillas in the mist. Running for my magic. Gorillas in the mist.
On January 17th, Joel was born. Our legend, Joel, the Knife Master,
Running for my magic.
has came into this world as a warrior of greatness. His mom was like, dang, he was a warrior. We even have some footage of her mom saying, dang. When he was 5 years old, he really likes to stab people in the throat.
Jesus Christ! I warned you.
It was the best thing of his life. So when he lived in Texas, his whole life he lived in Texas, all the way until 1966, whenever he started to getting obsessed with the military, as he wanted to join the military after high school, as he didn't want to wait anymore, as he actually dropped out of high school just so he can go to the military. That's how dedicated he wanted to be in the military. So one day, Joel got out of school, just said, F this, I'm out, and walked out. He said to his mom that I am leaving, and I'm bringing baby back. Don't know why he said that, but just stay with it, alright? Just stay with it. So after he did that, he joined the army. He was in this group called the Expendabros.
Expendabros! Oh, hell yeah! Proteus! Bro Christmas! Transbrosa! Bruder Jensen! Bro Caesar! Rock to death and Tom Road! Yeah! Expendabros! Out now!
It was made up of so-called cool guys from movies, but he wasn't from a movie yet, so he got off the hook a little bit. So there was 7 of them. They were pretty good. They were pretty good at what they did. They were the best at what they did. So people were like, dang, don't mess with them, and the enemies even retreated from them all the time. So he wanted to be in the Expendabros. Before that, before he even went to Expendabros, he wasn't just in the regular army. Then one day, he actually stabbed his military leader in the throat. The Expendabros thought he was cool while he did that, and hired him for no reason whatsoever. Hey, don't you question it. Just let it be. So one day, his first day actually, when he becoming Expendabros, it was actually one of the major battles began. 1965, Battle of the Ladong was the first major battle ever in the Vietnam. He himself thought it was dang pretty cool with the Battle of the Drong. I can't say that anymore, so we're not going to say that word anymore. So, As he went through the land, after he got out of the truck, he started to look around, making sure that he was all by himself. He really likes to work by himself. It's really one of his favorite things to do. So one day, after he got out of the truck, he started to move around. He started to look, and he climbed over a hill. It took him a while, then he climbed over here, and he saw 4 men, all in this tower. He started to crouch behind the trees, and so they didn't see him. He started to get his knife ready, making sure they're all good. He jumps, he attacks, he kills one, and he kills the other one. Then he notices that he just killed 2 men, as their family will never find food ever again, as their husband has just died. He started to regret himself. He really did not want to do this. He really wasn't prepared, as he started to regret just stabbing people. He went down to the basement, and he hid, as he was crying a little bit inside. He was never himself after that. So he climbs up the ladder very slowly, as he really did not want to do this anymore. He starts killing the other one, brutally murdering him, as he just regretted to do that again. His friend shooting out of nowhere. He looks, and he really doesn't want to do this. And he's brutally murdered him. Now he felt all by himself. He really did not want to do this. As he really regretted, then he sees that their general is shooting at innocent citizens. That motivated him, and he started to charge. He didn't care anymore who they were. He just thought they were bad guys. He charged. He charged as fast as he could. He stabbed and his friend. His best friend just saw his friend die. He stabs the other one right behind. And then he sees the other one. Now he's all innocent. He's crap, and he's dead. He's died, and he starts stabbing him. He keeps stabbing him all the way. Then he notices that the innocent people are not dead. So he gives them all guns, and they started to charge. As they started to charge, he came with them. He started to leave the group. They climbed up the ladder, and then they started to stab people, started to shoot. The helicopter came, and it blew everyone up. His best friend died. All of his best friends died. So, in another mission. So after that, 4 days later, he came to another mission that the Expendables wanted him to do. It was to go and find the general and kill him. So he wanted to do this all by himself. They were like, hey, let's all work together. But he wanted to do this all by himself. He felt like that was him. He wanted to do that. So he started to round up some people. He didn't want to do. He wanted him all by himself. So he didn't call any villagers, and he climbed over all the huts. As he was ready to go to war, he puts up the American flag, and he sees the general running away, killing one of his own teammates on the door. He goes, he looks at him, he charges, he kills him. His buddy sees them, all dead. He stabs them, killing half the environment. Then the guy started to fire. He doesn't know what's going on. He just hears he thinks it's a earthquake. And now he's dead. He kills another one. The guy is freaking out now. He's like, oh crap, he's dead. And now he's another one dead. Brutally murdered into the pit of nothingness. He got stabbed. A giant truck comes out of nowhere, filling up a bunch of men, getting ready to go. He throws up a firework, blows up everything. He started to take down all the building, and he destroys, killing everyone with the truck. 2 more men dies, falling and committing suicide because they did not want to face him. They did not want to face Joe. Joe was a warrior. He was falling. He jumps. He makes it. Then he comes over. He stabs, brutally murdering him. He doesn't matter anymore. He was wanting to kill this guy. 2 guys come down from parachuting, and they're both dead instantly. Now it's raining now. 2 more came up. Both of them brutally murdered. Another one brutally murdered. He wanted him. He sees him. He runs away. He's killing him. Then all out of nowhere, Mega Man out of nowhere. He runs. He retreats. He sees all the rockets. He's digging a tunnel. He wanted him. He had nothing's gonna stop him. He fires. He misses, and he blows up. He was really injured on that day. Then no one knows what happened to him. Then they later found out that he was actually captured. It was a very sad day. that our Joe has been captured after 4 days. Then one of his friends gave him a gun. He did not want this gun. But he still needed to get off of this. He needed to get all of the wire off of him. So he started to flex. He flexed a lot for some reason, and boom, there you go. Then he's ready. He's ready to go. He's ready. He pumped up. He wants to murder that general right now. He comes up. He fires. He fires again. He wants that general badly. And he got out of that faster than John Cena said, "You can't see me." Boom. So, for weeks, 3 weeks after that, 3 weeks, we finally see him again. He was on top of a village, on top of a military base, ready to go kill everyone he sees. As we about to see is some brutal images. Viewer discretion is advised. Murdering everyone. He just killed another one. He stabbed another one. He stabbed another one. He keeps stabbing him. We can't. He was mad. He was done. He didn't want. He was done. He wanted to kill everyone. Brutally murdering 17 other people. Then he stabbed another one. And he's on top of him. He's taunting him. The guy's scared out of his mind, and now he's dead. But he chose not to take the helicopter. As he says, "I'm done with this war. I'm going to sleep in this cave." As he changes his mind, because the cave is very smelly, he got into the helicopter, and he continued his mission. So after that mission, people thought that he left. Everyone thought he left the Expendables. So it's been 4 months later, 4 months, and yeah, no one knew what happened to him. But later we found out that he was actually becoming a Buddha. But it was very complicated. He wanted to kill people, but he found inner peace, as he can tell that he didn't need to kill anyone, as he can do missions without killing anyone. So, for Buddha, he came out. He didn't want to kill the general anymore. He just wanted to capture him. So he started to do his missions now. It doesn't matter what mission it was. He now just doesn't kill anyone. He just does it and he leaves. That's it. That's all he does. He does nothing more. He just runs. He does nothing else. He climbs up, not kill anyone, and he just keeps moving. People start dying left and right, but he doesn't really want to kill anyone. He's just doing what he's doing. He's just running into a base. He sees military guys. He's just running. He doesn't care who it was. He just keeps running. He doesn't want to kill anyone, as he thinks killing is wrong now, as this is his new life. That he's been in a Buddha temple this is the last 4 months, as now he left. We found out that he went to another base, trying to capture the general, but he keeps just going out without killing anyone. Has been in his mission for this long time. That his Buddha was the important thing. He didn't want to kill him. Then he finds him. He's really upset at the moment. He charges. He doesn't care. He's running as fast as he can. He doesn't care who it is. He just keeps charging. He's finding that general now. He doesn't care who it is. It's raining, and there's explosions left and right. He doesn't care. He's running as fast as he can. Then he later, boom, another motor. He just got dead. Oh, boom, explosions left and right behind him. He sees another truck. He just doesn't worry about it. He just keeps running. It just keeps moving. Then he finally stabs the guy and he runs away. And then we didn't hear about him ever again until 1972. The Expendables found out that he wasn't killing anyone, as it's in the rulebook that you have to kill at least 10 people in each mission to still be able to be an Expendable. As they later found out that he wasn't killing anyone, they got mad. So they kicked him off of Expendables. So he left. He didn't go back to America. He stayed back in Vietnam. But no one knows where he was back in Vietnam. So 7 years later, in 1972, we finally found where he was. He came from a helicopter, and he was working with the South Vietnamese. So the start of the mission, we see him just standing there, just seeing all the enemies. He didn't know what to do. He really didn't want to do this. But he had to. He went down. The guys started to fire, brutally killing themselves. He still stares at the victim. He doesn't matter what, he didn't care. Their buddies just died. He knew that their families were never going to see their husband again. He just stabs another one. A rocket comes. He doesn't matter. He kills another one. Then he kills another one. Seeing the dogs eat their bodies. He didn't care. He kept on running. But then he slowly regrets that he just killed 7 men right there. 7 men that would never see their families again. It started to rain, as he knew that Buddha was not happy with him doing this. He really wanted to be back at the Expendables, but he didn't want to fail Buddha, so he kept on moving. The rocket started to come out. He kept on climbing. He stabbed another one. He stabs another one. So he's already met at 10 men already, but he kills 12. 2 more. 2 more. Another 2 more. As you can see that the big man is shooting for no reason, and seeing the dog eat him, he stabs him. Starting to stab he didn't care who it was. He was stabbing him to death. Then he started to stab the dog. He doesn't care who it was. He kept on stabbing, killing all of them. Then he had a decision to make. Was he going to take the helicopter? Or was he not going to? So he jumps off, killing himself. I know. It's just, as he couldn't make a decision to make, as he couldn't go with the Expendables, as that's taking his belief away from him. He wanted to believe in Buddha, but also wanted to be in the Expendables. So he committed suicide, as this was his last mission ever. This is the Joe Samuel, the knife master, as he was obsessed with knives and started stabbing people. He became to a military, and he went to the Expendables. He went a few missions. Then we lost him for a few weeks. Then he became a Buddha. Then he had to make a decision to make. Was he going to become a Buddha forever? Or was he going to change and become an Expendable again? He couldn't make up his mind, and he committed suicide, as he didn't want to make this decision. As the moral of the story is, don't be an Expendable. As it's all been a mistake, as we later found out that he couldn't have made a decision, as in the Expendables, there was actually no rules to be Expendable. All you had to be was cool. You didn't really need to kill 10 people. So someone really hated him for some reason. Because he could have been Expendable and a Buddha at the same time. As there's no rules whatsoever to be Expendable unless you're cool. So, for the next episode, we're gonna find out who killed Joe Samuel. I am your host, Michael Whittington, and see you guys in the next episode.